couldn't understand why they're not dancing. I says, you're not dancing. You're not dancing. I'm letting them know they can. Oh, I got 2 left feet. I says, well, that's good, because you do have feet, you know. You have that. When you use that, use what you have. Oh, we can't do it like you. Well, you don't do what you do. If you do a step that's different from ours, that's wonderful. And everybody's step is different. And we love it. I started working when I was 12 years old. I used to scrub the bathroom floor for my aunt. My granddaughter was my mother's aunt, you know, and uncle. And then she had me do that, you see. Yeah, I worked for the union 18 years at DC 37, 125 Barclay. But that was after I worked at Transit 34 years, which was after I worked with the government 3 years before that.
Oh, my goodness.
Which after I worked in a factory 2 years before that. And then I worked in a factory after school.
When did you start wanting to encourage others?
Well, I had the sisters. I had the mother who sent me to the store when I was 5 years old to get 3 Lucy's of cigarettes for 1 penny. And I looked at that and I said, how could anybody buy something and then burn it the minute they buy it? I couldn't figure that one out. Then I went into train brain for dealing with healing, because prevention is the intention. Okay, so it's working. The people are, blessed are those who receive, they're receiving. I have the flyer and I circulate the flyer. You saw the flyer. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's one of my ways. And then I do it word of mouth. It's a great life and you're really happy. You know, my partner's happy, I'm happy. We're happy because we are not like the regular peers. You know, they're more of a step to the secondary and the eldership. We're sort of like more like this, like they said in the Bible, once a man, twice a child. So this is something that I say to people because I replaced the word man with adult, because this includes the women and, you know, the people. So I say once an adult, twice a child. And children don't come here eating what adults eat. So since I'm an octogenarian, I need to change my eating habits. In other words, I cannot eat what adults eat. I have to eat in accordance with the fact that this is the second childhood, mm-hmm. and I have to find out what we eat on the second child and let the people know at our wellness, and they will know, because I got it down. I get it down pretty pat. You know, this has been my weight. When I was 18, I weighed 108. Now that I'm 82, I weigh 110 or 111. Sometimes I go up to 11. I says, no, come back down. Yeah, we can't do this to ourselves. We need to look in the mirror and see a friend. We are more like a lot of things that we do. Are we an enemy to ourselves? Are we trying to say, oh, we can do this and get over? You can't. Okay, I danced in my mother's womb. That kick that I gave her. Oh yes, it was something else. And the dancing for me, my mother, I did my first move, you know, like coming out of the womb. Not exactly then, but I did my first move, like, you know, you fit, you know, like you move your hands, how babies move and mm-hmm. move their body. And my mother said, "You're so fidgety." She was so annoyed with me because my sisters didn't do it. They were good. I wasn't good. And she said, "Oh." And then as I got older, as a toddler, I was doing my move then, and my mother said, "You have ants in your pants?" And I was like, "Oh my goodness." Back in the day, people were saying, women didn't run around. They sat down with their skirts low, you know, down and sat still. And if a man saw them and liked them, that was good. They could get married. You know? But the fact is, we couldn't get married. We couldn't get out the house unless we got married. So I got married at 18. My sisters never got married. We devised a dance. In other words, there was no TV, no Nintendo, no video, no VCR, none of the things that are here today. So we turned on the radio. We really had to have something to sort of like work the body. And we did. We devised the swing. It was there long before they said Lindy Hop, you know, because they named it Lindy Hop, and because the newspaper said, what is the name of the dance? Don't say, oh, Lindy Hop like that. But we were swinging. We did the swing, and we worked it all the time. We didn't stop, and it was a therapy because we never had any trouble coming out of our teenage years, coming out of our childhood years into our teenage years, into our adult years. We never had any trouble because of the swing, because we positively put our energy into dancing, and we devised the dance as we came along. We added more. We listened to the big bands on the radio, and while the radio was playing, we started devising the moves for the dance. And it was wonderful. It was a wonderful. We were so happy. We were kids a long time. Even when we got married, your mother still told you what to do.
So when you got married, did you dance with your...
He was the best dancer. Oh my goodness, Mr. Dixon.
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you, honey, your energy should be sent out and geared, and it should make an impression on the world. You have a gift. Everybody has a gift. Everybody. But we found our gift, I guess, early. I knew it early. It wasn't a problem. I always knew I wanted to dance. That rhythm is there. I have that rhythm. And when you have rhythm, what do you do with it? You dance. There's rhythm in everything. We have that. In fact, we walk with a rhythm. When you walk, you have that rhythm. And sometimes you're not realizing it. But if you realize it, then it really hits home for you. If you stop at the time you're stopping, you're almost there. You're almost there. So don't ever stop, because it's right there. It's right there.